Hello, I'm Sandy Walden from Serenity, your Master Grief Coach and Master Grief Coach Trainer. Do you ever have a time when you just want to go, ah, and have a grown-up tantrum for a little while? It happens to me. I've been having that for a little while this afternoon because of a company who's providing horrible service, and 27 emails later, I'm disputing it with a credit card company. But here's the deal. This happens when we're experiencing grief. We're very aware of being very frustrated, very angry, very irritated, just having this stuff that needs to go somewhere. And so why not let it out in a way that's safe? So I'm having this major dispute. It's not okay for me to scream and yell at someone I could get on the phone. Well, they won't even talk to anyone on the phone. They just keep saying you have to email customer service. It's not okay for me to scream and be nasty to those people either, because they're doing their job. There's no way for me to actually reach the person who's causing this frustration. When we're grieving, there might be somebody who says something very unkind, very harsh, boneheaded, ugly, mean, sometimes just not thoughtful. Sometimes there's just this stuff, the pain, the hurt that needs to be expressed. It's got to get out. Now, I don't know about you, but when I feel like that, I feel like it's time to channel my inner 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old. I think about how those small ones, the little kids, they just start pounding their fists, kicking their feet, throwing their head back, and yelling. And when we let them do that, when we let them express what they need, and we're calm, when we are there, they get it out. And then they're able to come back to who they are and where they are more calmly. Now, when we're doing this with our children or our grandchildren or someone that we're sitting with or hanging out with, it's really helpful to remind them that they're safe, that they're loved. Let them let it out. I'm talking about adults doing the same thing. Now, I've come into this room, my office, and I've done the whole shouting thing. I haven't pounded the floor, though I'm completely in favor of it. It's a padded floor. I suggest if you need to have this grown-up tantrum, put yourself on a very nicely carpeted floor or a bed, or maybe lie on the grass, somewhere where you won't hurt yourself. And let it out. Let it out. The last thing we want to do is scream and yell and hurt someone. But the stuff has got to have an outlet. I have a friend who used to tell me she'd go way up in the mountains and she'd scream and yell until she didn't need to anymore. It wasn't hurting anyone, but it helped her. It has got to go somewhere. My clients know, and if you've listened to me before, I'm a huge, huge advocate of saying we don't want to stuff or pretend that emotion isn't happening. It matters that we find safe, healthy ways to express it. For me, that's usually digging in the garden. It used to be swimming in the lake when we lived at the lake. It might be taking a walk. To me, today, I just had to come in my room and close my office and shout for a few minutes. It didn't hurt anyone. It was really important to me that I not be nasty to the people who are customer service, because they are not the ones who are making the decisions. And here's the other thing. If I'm nasty to them, I'm likely to shut down the process, which is trying to find a resolution. So one of the reasons I encourage us to express in a way that's either private or with someone who can listen and just let it fall to the ground is because we're not hurting others. Let it out. Let it out in a way that's safe, that's healthy, that's good for you, and doesn't hurt anyone else. We can do this together. Find that safe place. Maybe you're the one who lets it out dancing or working out or writing something. Ooh, writing with a pen on a paper and even feeling your pen go through that paper. Oh my gosh, it's so cathartic. Let it out. Anger and frustration needs to go somewhere. Just be sure that it's safe. Make sure that it's healthy, because that's where the healing comes in. Okay, I'm going to get back to this little dispute that I'm having because 27 emails didn't resolve it. So I'm going higher to someone who can resolve it. And I have every confidence that they will. If you'd like to know more about working together, just give me a shout. Drop me a line. Send me an email or send me a message, and I'd love the opportunity to support you. I'm Sandy Walden from Serenity, your Master Grief Coach and Master Grief Coach Trainer. Today, I wish you a day of letting out anger, frustration, hurt, and welcoming in peace, calm, and healing. Namaste.